Chapter 3, Eliminating Time Suckers and Creating a Schedule that Works for You. Perhaps the very best question that you can memorize and repeat over and over is, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? Brian Tracy. A significant part of time management is creating a schedule that works for you. Now we're not talking about the schedule that your favorite business book tells you or what your next door neighbor or mentor does. We're talking about your life, your business, and your schedule. Before you can create a successful schedule, it's important to assess the things that are presently keeping you from being productive and managing your time effectively. We call them time suckers, but they're actually more nefarious than that. They can drag your business down, deplete your health, and cause all types of trouble. Time suckers. What is keeping you from being productive? We all have hurdles to overcome and hang-ups, and many of these prevent us from being productive and reaching our goals. Some of these time suckers include perfectionism. Many people use perfectionism as a crutch, a way to stay busy doing what they know how to do and to let the rest slide. For example, you're a skilled writer but detest accounting, which means you spend days on a sales letter and your books are so messed up you don't know who owes you what or how much money you're making or losing. On the other hand, a lack of perfectionism can also cause trouble. Sloppy work is a waste of time and just forces you to correct it later. Finding a balance is key. Do your best, work your hardest on the task you choose to do, and when you've done your best, let it go. Nothing is perfect. Procrastination. This happens for a number of reasons. If you're facing burnout, then you'll likely feel like avoiding anything related to your business. However, if you're facing a task you don't want to do, it's much easier to procrastinate. Procrastination itself isn't a bad thing. It can be a red flag to let you know that this is likely a task you should outsource or automate. However, if you're procrastinating on the profit-generating tasks, something needs to be done. The good news is that by effectively managing your time, procrastination becomes a distant memory. An inability to say no. Guess what? Not only should you not be doing everything, you can't. Yes, you're the boss and you're responsible for all aspects of your business. However, you're not responsible for performing all the tasks of your business. And it's vital to your health, happiness, and the success of your business to say no when something doesn't make sense for you to do. For example, someone asks you to partner with them on a business venture, but you don't have the time nor interest in participating. It's okay to say no. Of course, there are many tasks that are time suckers too. However, you largely determine those. Some common time suckers are social networking, email, phone calls, household chores and errands, checking stats and website analytics. This is important, but you don't need to obsessively watch the numbers. Reading blogs, industry information, and online learning. Planning. Note that each of these are important except perhaps the household chores. However, scheduling them and assigning them to a level of importance will help you change them from time suckers to merely tasks on your to-do list. You'll gain control over your schedule, your business, and your life. What are some time suckers? What distracts you from being productive? Make a list of all the items you struggle with or the things that distract you from getting the stuff done. We'll ask this question again in the workbook and provide a space for you to write your answers. For now, just consider what distracts you and gets in the way. Creating a schedule is all about balance. There are a number of ways to balance your life, and what is balanced for you may be unbalanced for someone else. Balance is personal. Only you know if your life feels balanced, and if not, where it is out of balance. The good news is there are tools for creating balance, and the first and perhaps the primary tool is a schedule. There are a few guidelines to setting a schedule. Number 1, set aside time to work. Now, this may seem like a no-brainer, but many people simply get up in the morning and mingle work with play and with household errands and with socializing and so on. They don't set aside a specific work time. Now, because you're an internet entrepreneur, when you schedule this time is up to you. Many stay-at-home parents who are also entrepreneurs tend to their children during the day and get their work done in the evening. Others prefer to keep a standard 9-to-5 schedule. Whatever works best for you and helps you meet your business goals while still maintaining some semblance of a balanced life is good. Before you schedule 5 hours every morning, consider your current schedule, if you have one. What is working for you? What isn't? When are you most likely to be distracted? When do you have the most energy? Some people, for example, are morning people and by mid-afternoon have lost all impetus to keep working. In addition to your scheduling time to work, schedule time to play. Schedule time to do nothing. This is important. If you don't do this, life will do it for you in some form of illness or injury. So do it for yourself and avoid the discomfort. Schedule days off. Schedule weeks off. Schedule months off if you can. Simply allow yourself to sit back and rest. Schedule time to handle household responsibilities. Okay, let's face it. If you have the distinct pleasure of working from home, one of the factors that often gets in the way are simple household tasks. Things like grocery shopping, laundry, remodeling that room in the basement, gardening or mowing the lawn, and so on. Yes, these need to get done, but often they're a distraction or a form of procrastination from accomplishing business-related tasks. Rather than allow them to distract you, schedule them into your day, week, or month. Take a moment and write down a theoretical schedule. When would you work during the day or the week? Some people only work on their internet business on certain days and work a separate job on other days or take the days off. How many hours each day or week do you want to spend on your business-related tasks? How many hours do you want to spend on your household tasks? How many hours do you want to spend on fun? Now, assuming that you have a pocket of time each day or week, the next step is to prioritize your tasks. Tasks which will make it to the top of the list are tasks which bring in a direct profit. For example, if you're a coach, then coaching sessions bring in a direct profit, but bookkeeping does not. It's still important, but it isn't what keeps you in the black. You're skilled at, you enjoy, are too expensive at the time to outsource or automate, are directly your responsibility and essential for your growth of your business. For example, you are the CEO of your business, and as such, you're responsible for creating and maintaining a business plan. This means it is essential to set aside time to plan for the future and the growth of your business. It's not really a task you can outsource or automate, and it is required. Prioritizing. In addition to creating a schedule and sticking to it, prioritizing and goal setting are two very important components of time management. Goal setting is easiest to accomplish when you set a goal that is attainable and measurable when you break it down into smaller, manageable goals. For example, if your goal is to launch a product in 6 months, then presumably that project launch has many smaller tasks required to make it happen. Each task in and of itself is a goal and must be planned and scheduled. Many people find great success prioritizing their tasks, and in fact, this practice is taught in any time management course, whether it's through Franklin Covey or a university business school. There are, of course, different ways to prioritize tasks, some of which include when the project is due, whether it has a direct effect on your bottom line, and perhaps how long it will take you to accomplish the task. You may also want to consider how much this task has a direct effect on your business. For example, if you have a stack of papers that need to be shredded, the task could certainly head to the bottom of the list, and perhaps outsourced for 50 cents to one of your children or a young family member. Creating a task list is another item that, as strange as it may sound, needs to become a scheduled part of your day and your week. You'll want to spend a bit of time prior to Monday morning creating a list of tasks and goals for the upcoming week. Keep in mind that some days may be set aside as planning days, days off, or meeting days. Many successful entrepreneurs take a few minutes Sunday night to prepare for the week. However, you may find that Fridays work better for you so that you can take the full weekend off without thinking about your business. It doesn't matter when you do it. The important thing is that you actually do it and make it a habit. So you have your weekly list of tasks and goals. Now it's time to break it down by day. Assuming that you've chosen to work 3 days a week, 6 hours each day, then you'll need to prioritize your tasks within that time. Assign certain tasks to priority based on the criteria established earlier. Do they generate a direct profit? And so on. Look at your list at the beginning of each scheduled work session and at the end of the day and create a list for that next day. It's good to create a list for that next day because it gives you a sense of accomplishment. It eliminates the thinking, the planning, the worrying that can go on in your thoughts and prevents you from focusing on other things, and it'll give you that peace of mind that we talked about earlier. We've talked a lot about scheduling and prioritizing, including setting goals and creating weekly and daily task lists. To make these procedures easier and to lighten your load, there are time management tools which can help you create the life and the business you desire.